Welcome to the gorgeous world. Today, we're counting down the top 10 romantic comedy Turkish series that will steal your heart and tickle your funny bone. Get ready for laughter, love, and unforgettable moments. Number 1. Ateshbojegi, Firefly. Baris, second Özdemir, is a 35-year-old successful lawyer who prides himself on understanding people at a glance. His seemingly predictable life changes dramatically when he takes on a new lawsuit. Baris's car, borrowed by his nephew Hakan, Umar Vanli, is implicated in a hit-and-run accident through a blackmail video showing the car hitting a young girl and fleeing. Though the license plate is visible, the driver isn't identified, and Baris's family suspects Hakan, who claims the car was stolen during his birthday party. Without a police report, Baris must find the real culprit before the video is made public. Baris and his friend Teo Kagri track down the injured girl's aunt, Aili Ash, a determined taxi driver nicknamed Firefly, who is already investigating the accident herself. Aili, proud and independent, has identified potential license plates linked to the car, but needs more time to solve the case. To keep Aili under surveillance, Teo offers her a job as Baris's private driver in exchange for Baris handling her case for free. As Baris and Aili grow closer, their initial professional relationship deepens into something more personal. Baris struggles to keep his secret while Aili grapples with working under another person. Their journey is filled with romance and tension as they both seek to uncover the truth behind the accident and navigate their growing feelings for each other. According to me, this is what a rom-com should be: funny, well-paced, and romantic, with a satisfying ending and a few villains to add some intrigue. Although I'm a bit late with my review, I vividly remember watching this series during the summer of 2017. With only 17 episodes, it's a surprisingly underrated gem in the rom-com genre. Second Özdemir, the male lead, is particularly impressive, blending stunning looks with versatile acting skills, yet he remains underrated. The chemistry between Seçkin and Nailadeni's Aili is outstanding, making their on-screen partnership, a spar, unforgettable. I was genuinely heartbroken when the series was canceled due to low ratings, and I still hold a grudge against the channel for it. Despite the show's cancellation, I recommend it to rom-com fans. It's a delightful watch with plenty of laughs and endearing moments. The humor is consistent, and the chemistry between the leads is electric. Nailadeni's performance, especially her emotional scene in the shower, was exceptional and showcased her talent, though she remains underappreciated. The series could have continued if both leads had been single, but Naila's marriage during the show's run was unfortunate. The story's blend of romance, conflict, and humor makes it a fantastic experience. Overall, Ateshbojegi offers a well-rounded mix of romance, drama, and comedy, leaving a lasting impression on its viewers. Number 2. Inadina Ash, Inspite of Love. Defne Topologlu is a recent university graduate starting her new job as a computer engineer at Aras Technology. On her first day, she argues with her jealous brother, Caner Eren, who disapproves of her dress as too revealing and insists she dress more conservatively. Defne reluctantly complies but changes back into her original outfit in the company parking lot. While changing, she encounters a young man she assumes is a security guard, but he is actually Yalin Yaman, the CEO of Aras Technology. Yalin, who hides his identity, playfully mocks her. Late to her first day at work, Defne convinces her supervisor to give her a chance to prove herself by fixing a problem in the computer code within a day. Defne succeeds and impresses her supervisor, only to discover that the man she met in the parking lot is the CEO. Upset by the deception, she resigns immediately. Yalin, realizing his mistake, tries to apologize but catches Defne in the parking lot once again, only to be confronted and beaten by Caner. As Defne starts working at Aras Technology, she faces ongoing challenges, and the situation becomes more complicated when Caner falls for Yalin's younger sister, Yasem Naila. In the series Inadina Ash, Spite of Love, viewers will enjoy the comedic and romantic clashes between Defne and Yalin and see whether their relationship evolves amidst the chaos. According to me, I have to say, I'm extremely upset and annoyed with this show. It's truly disappointing to know it didn't get a proper ending. The low ratings led the writers to abruptly cut the show, leaving viewers feeling betrayed and dissatisfied. My biggest frustration is why they couldn't have concluded the story with a satisfying resolution for each character, instead of leaving us hanging. I've never been this annoyed with the drama before. If only Jan Yamin had been more famous at the time, perhaps the show might have continued. Despite the disappointing ending, I loved Jan Yamin's portrayal of Yalin Aras. He was a sweet, gentle character, and his presence was captivating. Aili Topologlu was undeniably hilarious, adding a lot of charm and humor to the show. Their on-screen chemistry was fantastic, and they made an amazing couple. The comedy was top-notch, making me laugh out loud, although the overall tone was extremely corny and cartoonish. The pacing was excruciatingly slow, so I ended up watching most episodes at 1.25x speed to get through the long pauses. Among the standout characters were Yalin, whose smoldering gaze could make anything look good, and Deniz, who was chill and likable. Adam/Iblis was great in his comedic role, and Asli was the devoted friend everyone needs. However, Ezgi's abrupt exit and the over-the-top bullying and cruelty from the grandmother were upsetting. The series ended without any closure, which was highly unsatisfying. I started watching mainly because of Jan Yamin and endured all 32 episodes, not 12, for his and Aili Topologlu's performances. Aili really grew on me as she's cute and has excellent comedic timing. The series had no real ending, with the 32nd episode feeling like it was setting up for a 33rd episode that never came. It was insulting to viewers, with the last episode full of pointless scenes but no effort to resolve the storylines. Number 3. Tatlı Intikam, Sweet Revenge. Pelin, Layla Lydia Tagutlu, is a beautiful young woman who has never found lasting happiness in love. She finally thinks she's found it with Tolga Can Nergis, her Prince Charming. But on their wedding day, he leaves her, plunging her into deep depression. She soon realizes her misfortune stems from past actions and that she must seek forgiveness to find true happiness. Pelin reflects on her past and discovers she needs to apologize to Tankit, Furkan Andij, whom she humiliated in college. Tankit, now known as Sinan, has transformed dramatically since that time. After being shamed, he left college, went abroad, and became a successful chef with a thriving restaurant. He returns to Turkey as a confident and handsome man, now operating under his new identity. Pelin believes she can easily win Sinan's forgiveness, but he harbors resentment and plans to exact revenge. In the series Tatlı Intikam, Sweet Revenge, the story unfolds in the setting of Sinan's restaurant, where Pelin must navigate a challenging path to seek forgiveness. Will Pelin succeed in mending their relationship and finding redemption? Can Sinan overcome his desire for revenge and reconcile with Pelin? According to me, with its impressive cast, this series had the potential to be a 10 by 10. Many of the actors are familiar from other shows, but the series falls short due to poor scriptwriting and plot inconsistencies. It should have wrapped up a few episodes earlier. Instead, the writers introduced new characters without properly resolving existing storylines. The handling of Sinan's disappearance is particularly vague and poorly executed. Despite these flaws, the series remains watchable and features a visually appealing cast. The storyline is intriguing, and the actors, including Furkan Andij, are talented. However, the ending was a major letdown. The final episode felt rushed, leaving unresolved threads such as Baris and his sister's fates, the wedding, Sinan's overseas journey, and Rozgur's storyline. The show had promise with its plot and actors, but the lack of a satisfying conclusion overshadowed its strengths. I expected more episodes to address these issues, but instead, the series abruptly concluded. Although Furkan Andij's performance was solid, his chemistry with the female lead felt lacking. Overall, the series was a disappointing watch for me. It lacked romance and humor and failed to engage, leaving me feeling it was a waste of time. Number 4. Coralic Ashk, Love for Rent.
Daphne, a waitress supporting her family, faces a crisis when her brother is taken by the mafia over debt, needing 200,000 TL within 24 hours. Omer, a wealthy CEO escaping an arranged date, impulsively involves Daphne as his pretend girlfriend, unaware that it's seen by his aunt-in-law, Neriman. Neriman, aiming to secure Omer's inheritance, offers Daphne a deal to work as Omer's assistant, make him fall in love, and save her brother. Reluctantly, Daphne accepts, navigating a new life filled with challenges. As they spend time together, their fake relationship blurs into genuine emotions, complicating their situation further. Amidst misunderstandings and hidden motives, Daphne and Omer's rental love evolves into something real, but not without hurdles and revelations along the way. Will they overcome the obstacles and find true love amidst the charade? Coralic Ashk captivates with its delightful blend of romance, comedy, and drama, leaving a lasting impression on viewers. The chemistry between the leads, Omer and Daphne, is palpable, drawing audiences into their enchanting love story. Despite its lengthy runtime, the series keeps viewers engaged with its unpredictable plot twists and heartwarming moments. While some characters may test patience, the central narrative shines with genuine emotion and relatable themes. The Turkish setting adds cultural richness to the storyline, enhancing the overall viewing experience. With superb acting and well-developed characters, Coralic Ashk stands out as a must-watch for fans of romantic comedies. Whether seeking laughter or heartfelt moments, this series delivers on all fronts, leaving a lasting impression long after the final.
Number 5. Aili Ash Trap. Kerem, the charming and carefree son of the Yigiter family, revamps their aging textile business into a market leader with his innovative ideas. Despite his success, he is viewed as irresponsible by his father due to his hedonistic lifestyle of partying and womanizing. Ace works at Kerem's factory, leading a constrained life controlled by her domineering brothers. Her only escape is to marry her boyfriend, Berk, but when her brothers insist she marry the wealthy Sabri instead, Berk disappears. Heartbroken and betrayed by those she trusted, Ace decides to take control of her own fate. Influenced by Kerem, whom she sees as a symbol of freedom, 6. Ace devises a plan to entangle herself with him. She orchestrates a scheme that binds them together in a complex and unforeseen relationship, not realizing how entangled and challenging their connection will become. In the air. After Ida Il's parents die, she is adopted by her aunt and works in her aunt's flower shop, while her dream of studying landscape architecture in Italy is dashed when her scholarship is revoked. Ida's long-distance boyfriend, Cenk, who lives in Italy, continues to delay their meeting. At a graduation ceremony, Ida encounters Serkan Bolat, the head of the architecture firm Art Life. In a moment of frustration, she handcuffs herself to him. Serkan, seeking to win back his ex-girlfriend Selin, proposes a fake engagement with Ida for 2 months in exchange for funding her education and living expenses in Italy. Initially, Ida refuses, but after her boyfriend leaves her for an Italian girl, she accepts the deal with the added condition of a job at Serkan's firm. As Ida pretends to be Serkan's fiancée, they fall in love while she helps him through personal struggles. Serkan eventually proposes for real, but on their wedding day, he is in a plane crash, losing his memory of the past year. Despite Ida's efforts to restore his memory, Serkan remains unaware until the wedding ceremony, when he remembers her just in time. Season 2 focuses on Serkan's battle with cancer, which leads him to push Ida away and delay their marriage. Ida returns to Italy, and 5 years later, they meet again. Ida has a daughter, Kiraz, whom she initially pretends is not Serkan's child. Eventually, she reveals the truth and they marry. Ida becomes pregnant again, and they welcome their son, solidifying their family. Number 7. Yachaksaversan, If You Love.
Of Layla and Atesh, 2 young people who have faced their fair share of struggles. Layla is a resilient orphan with an intense spirit who joins a team of con men to fund the search for her long-lost parents. When she first meets Atesh, the brooding and cynical scion of a wealthy family, things don't go well. Layla is turned off by Atesh's playboy charms, seeing him as just another privileged snob. But when fate reunites them, Layla's radiant personality gradually breaks through his defenses, and Atesh discovers a new, more mature side of himself. Amidst a backdrop of mystery and emotional turmoil, the two opposites find themselves drawn together. Yachak Severson is a fun and heartwarming rom-com. Layla, a charming con artist, and Atesh, a wealthy businessman with a past, clash but can't deny their chemistry. The supporting cast, including 3 adorable children, adds to the show's charm. While the plot isn't entirely original, the well-acted performances and engaging story keep you glued to the screen. If you're looking for a light-hearted escape with a touch of mystery, Yachak Severson.
Follow SRA, a beautiful girl from a financially troubled family, seeks a steady job in her future husband to ensure financial stability. She marries Ozan, an engineering genius who has always loved her and seems capable of providing the stability she desires. However, Ozan's decision to leave his steady job to pursue his own software venture leads to financial strain. SRA, who had envisioned a comfortable life, becomes the sole breadwinner, facing mounting stress and difficulties. As Ozan's business dreams falter and he faces multiple bankruptcies, SRA struggles to keep their finances afloat. The pressure eventually results in a miscarriage, prompting her to file for divorce without revealing the loss. She returns to her parents' home, working as a waitress, while Ozan finds success and becomes a wealthy CEO. 2 years later, SRA learns of Ozan's newfound success and confronts him, hoping for an apology and acknowledgement of her sacrifices. Instead, Ozan's cold and arrogant demeanor shocks her, leading him to offer her money to leave him alone. Angered, SRA decides to exact revenge by becoming an intern at his company, Millennium Soft, where she hopes to rekindle his love. Complicating matters, Ozan's friend Sanar also joins the company as an intern and forms a bond with SRA. The series, Love Logic Revenge, explores whether Ozan will ever understand and forgive SRA if she will succeed at Millennium Soft, and whether their love can be rekindled amidst the tangled emotions and Number 9. Chatty Ash, Romance Next Door. Asin, S.G. Sendler, a fashion design student, is raised by a loving adoptive family after being abandoned by her birth parents. Her family faces financial trouble when they can't pay the rent for their penthouse and their Turkish dumplings restaurant. To avoid selling their home and restaurant, they decide to rent out the penthouse. Atesh, Furkan Andik, and Yasemin, Nile Deniz, both need affordable housing. Atesh, a wealthy but rebellious young man who rejected his father's wealth, and Yasemin, a hardworking gastronomy student facing financial hardship, both apply to rent the penthouse. The owner, Jelal, insists that he will only rent to a married couple. To secure the apartment, Atesh and Yasemin agree to fake a marriage. As they settle into their new roles, their pretend relationship becomes complicated. Atesh and Asin, who live in the same building, start to develop feelings for each other, while Yasemin and Asin's brother, Demir, Yigit Karazji, also find themselves drawn to one another. Romance Next Door follows the entangled lives of Atesh, Yasemin, Asin, and Demir as they navigate the challenges of their fake marriage, unexpected romances, and the complexities of their differing backgrounds. Will Atesh and Yasemin maintain their charade, and will true love emerge from their tangled? Number 10. Erkenci Kush, Daydreamer.
A comedy series that revolves around Inum, a cheerful and free-spirited girl working at her family's grocery store. Her dream is to become a successful writer despite her unconventional career choice. However, her life takes a dramatic turn when her parents threaten her with an arranged marriage to Muzaffar if she doesn't find a proper office job. In a bid to escape marriage, Inum joins the advertising company Countess, where her sister Layla works. With no prior work experience, Inum initially becomes the office errand girl. Her adjustment to the corporate world proves to be quite a challenge, compounded by new company dynamics. The company owner retires, and his son Jan, a globe-trotting photographer, steps in as the new manager. Jan is known for his adventurous and carefree lifestyle, opting for a life away from the corporate chaos. When Jan discovers his father's health issues, he reluctantly takes over the company, determined to make things right until his father's recovery. Meanwhile, Jan's younger brother Emre, who has been diligently working for the company, is disheartened by this decision and hatches a plot to undermine his brother's managerial role. Jan is drawn to Inum's natural charm, and as he navigates corporate challenges, he realizes he can only trust her. Unfortunately, Inum unknowingly aids Emre in his secret schemes against her new boss. The series weaves a tale of love, deception, and corporate rivalry, with a colorful mix of characters set against the backdrop of a bustling advertising agency. According to me, Erkenci Kush is a delightful Turkish rom-com series primarily distinguished by the electrifying chemistry between its two leads, Can Yaman and Demet Özdemir, which undoubtedly stands as its biggest asset.
Thanks for tuning in to the gorgeous world. I hope you enjoyed our countdown of the top 10 romantic comedy Turkish series as much as I did. If you loved the list, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more fabulous content. Hit that bell icon so you're always updated on our latest videos. Until next time, keep shining and stay gorgeous.